There's another tornado brewing over there in the name of Inoue. That is a bad dude, you hear me? Say what you want, I know he way over there in Japan or whatever he is, but that is a bad dude. You understand me? They don't give him the credit because we don't see him that much. That dude right there, I think that dude really is pound number one.
We're going to be too much for Inoue. I think he's going to be just too big. And I think he gonna surprise Inoue because he got a little power too. Gonna stop him in the late rounds or get a unanimous decision.
Who said Inoue is the biggest threat? Okay,
I mean, that's a great one.
I agree with you on paper. However, again, Inoue has already jumped a bunch of divisions.
Right.
Now, let's not overstate it. In that weight territory, a division is 4 pounds. So it's not like he moved up the way Pacquiao moved all the way up to junior middleweight, but he has moved up a bunch.
He's nice though, Max.
He's nice with his hands, but also he was a devastating puncher until just now.
No way.
Inoue. In no way.
No way.
So why not Inoue?
Nakatani. I got Nakatani.
We still got that
I
back
still think
good.
Nakatani has a great shot.
Yes,
I think he has a great shot.
We get it back.
News, Max.
Yeah, he put up. He ain't gonna cheat.
That was a tough style, like we've said all along.
I know you're in the gym with Zerto. You in the gym with Nakatani?
Mike Coppinger is.
I mean, he's just showing each and every time out he's improving. He's getting closer to being ready for a guy like Inoue. And listen, stylistically, I'm not saying he can't beat Inoue. I think actually he absolutely can beat Inoue.
The showdown between Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani has sparked strong reactions from boxing experts and professionals across the world. Analysts are deeply divided, with some favoring Inoue's devastating punching power and vast experience inside the ring, while others believe Nakatani's height, reach advantage, and technical boxing skills give him a real chance. These contrasting strengths have led to shocking and highly debated predictions for what could become a blockbuster clash between two elite undefeated champions.
I'm already excited. I love this fight, man. I love this fight. I love Inoue. I love Nakatani. I've called a number of Nakatani's fights live on undercards for Top Rank over the years. I've watched him progress, his evolution over the years. He is a perfect hybrid of a Japanese fighter with a Western flair. He's got this athleticism to him. He's a southpaw. He gets low. He changes levels. He's got that fluidity. And also, he's got that fundamental strength and heart and fighting spirit that we see from Japanese fighters. You put those together, man, that is a tall task for anyone in the world. The monster.
The highly anticipated fight between Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani is expected to take place on May 2nd, 2026 at the iconic Tokyo Dome in Japan. This bout is being described as a historic all-Japanese showdown featuring two undefeated world champions at the peak of their careers. Both fighters are looking to prove dominance and further cement their legacy in boxing history with what could be one of the biggest fights ever held in Japan.
Nakatani's planned takedown of Naoya Inoue. This is May 2nd in the Tokyo Dome. 55,000 seats sold and expected on fight night, which is crazy. You know, it was a month in advance. May 2nd at the Tokyo Dome. Biggest fight in Japanese history. Naoya Inoue 32-0, 27 KOs. Nakatani 32-0 as well. 24 KOs. Nakatani is the southpaw. He's got a height advantage, reach advantage. He's got a kind of a hybrid style where he brings in some of the Western style into the Japanese style as well. But Inoue is a big favorite, which is basically going off of Nakatani's last performance, which left people a little bit, desiring more. But you had a chance to speak to Rudy Hernandez. We have a little video. But before we play the video, Lance, this is a huge event, massive event. And regardless of how Nakatani didn't look spectacular in his last fight, there's some reasons for that.
Multi-division world champion Nonito Donaire has openly stated that Naoya Inoue is the strongest and toughest opponent he has ever faced in his career. Donaire praised Inoue's explosive knockout power, precision striking, and relentless pressure inside the ring. He admitted that during their fights, he was pushed his absolute physical and mental limits, highlighting Inoue's elite-level greatness and world-class fighting ability.
When it comes down to a lot of things, I think the best guy that I faced, and maybe perhaps if I was younger, it might be a different story. But at the moment of who I am in this time, I would say Inoue is the toughest that I've faced, or the strongest that I've faced.
You mentioned Inoue as probably potentially the best fighter that you've faced in your career. What is it about him that gives you that distinction?
I think it's like facing the younger me. There's just a lot of similarities in terms of power, explosiveness, and sometimes intelligence. But I think a lot of it is given the the similarities is what makes it more.
Manny Pacquiao has also shown deep respect for Naoya Inoue, saying the Japanese superstar reminds him of his younger self during his prime years. Pacquiao highlighted Inoue's incredible speed, aggressive fighting style, and constant movement in the ring. He noted that Inoue carries the same explosive energy and attacking mindset that once defined Pacquiao's own legendary boxing career.
Inoue, I'm proud of him. He's from Japan in Asia, in our place. So his style is like when I was young, like 15, like when I was 115, 122, 115. Inoue is he can fight in different division. If you want my advice on how to do what to do, I can give him advice.
We'll get him to 8 divisions.
I don't know. 8 division is hard to accomplish.
Ryan Garcia believes that Naoya Inoue will defeat Junto Nakatani, predicting that Inoue is on track to becoming a future multi-weight world champion. Garcia also expressed interest in potentially sharing the ring with Inoue one day in a major fight. He added that Inoue's skill set, knockout power, and rising dominance in the sport could transform him into a true boxing legend across multiple weight divisions.
I believe Inoue can become a multiple weight world champion. So I'm thinking, what if one day we fight at 140? I'm talking about future, and we do it in Japan. It could be huge, huge. Mark my words. If it somehow plays out that way, I think that fight will be one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. Remember, I just said.
Former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson has also praised Naoya Inoue, recognizing him as one of the most exciting and skilled fighters in modern boxing. Tyson highlighted Inoue's sharp technique, knockout ability, and fearless approach, stating that he brings a level of excitement that keeps fans fully engaged whenever he steps into the ring.
Do you think the winner, did you see the monster in the ring? Do you think he's the best pound for pound, or the winner of this fight is the best fighter?
Japanese fighter, the best fighter. Mike Nixon? I'm nobody, but I think he's the best.
Mike, the idea's been thrown out there for him to move up to 130 fights to fight Gervonta Davis down the line. Could you see that fight happening?
Yeah, listen, shoot, how much you want to move? It's 122 now, right?
He's 122, he'd be going to 135.
They fight 132, something like.
Former world super middleweight champion Carl Froch, now working as a boxing analyst, has spoken highly of Naoya Inoue. He described Inoue as one of the most complete fighters in modern boxing history. Froch emphasized that Inoue is a rare 4-weight world champion and a 2-weight undisputed champion, adding that at his peak, he appears nearly unbeatable against any opponent. Interview 8. Former WBO champion Jason Maloney has given his prediction on the Naoya Inoue versus Junto Nakatani fight. The Australian fighter believes Inoue will win the matchup comfortably, backing his superior timing, elite punching power, and high-level experience. Maloney stated that Inoue's all-round dominance would likely be too much for Nakatani over the full duration of the fight.
I like, what's the guy from Japan? Yeah.
Do you foresee potentially at some day you guys meeting together, maybe at a catch weight, or maybe if he keeps going up in weight?
Probably. Yeah. That would be like a fun fight. Crazy. Yeah, that would be a fun fight. Now that would be technical. That fight right there, like man. But I think I'd be too big for him.
Probably, yeah.
I'd be too big for him, yeah. But that fight would be like
it's like a dream fight.
Yeah, facts.
Floyd Mayweather has also praised Naoya Inoue, calling him an exceptional fighter and encouraging him to compete more in the United States. Mayweather highlighted Inoue's elite boxing skills and rapidly growing global reputation. He believes Inoue deserves a bigger international platform and tougher competition to fully showcase his talent on the world stage.
From Japan, Inoue. So when you see, he got the victory over Cool Boy Steph. Cool Boy Steph, he's not a heavy puncher, good boxer. But far as, Inoue, it was a Filipino fighter, he had fought twice, Donaire. So Donaire was giving him fits in the first fight. And if I'm not mistaken, Donaire was somewhere close to 40 or 40 years old when he fought him the first time. Whereas he was in his 20s. So he should have knocked him out in the first fight. Fighting a guy, like I said before, at that age. What I need Inoue to do is, I need him to come fight in the US, random blood and urine tested. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my plate.
However, analysts note that Junto Nakatani's speed is a major weapon, and his southpaw stance could create serious challenges for Naoya Inoue. The strategy against Inoue would rely heavily on timing, reaction, and counterattacks. Despite this, there remains strong respect for Inoue's overall technical ability and ring intelligence.
Inoue, the monster, is a 4-weight world champion. He's actually a 2-weight undisputed world champion. And is he unbeatable? Well, he looks unbeatable. And the fight ended at the start of round 7. Listen, Inoue is sharp, he's compact, he's got a nice tight defense, he blocks shots with his gloves, but he also got quick reflex slips, he slips back, he's on his toes. He's on his toes a lot when he's in range, but he walks in kind of flat-footed. He puts pressure on with his feet, walks in with that tight defense, and he looks solid. But I think with his speed and his counterpunch, his accuracy, and the fact that he's punching hard body and head and looking to counter most shots that come at him, he's just such a good fighter. I mean, he doesn't really put a foot wrong. He gets clipped with the odd shot. I've seen him on the floor once before. He climbed up to win in emphatic.
Boxing trainer Teddy Atlas has repeatedly praised Junto Nakatani for his size, reach, southpaw style, and versatility. He believes these physical and technical attributes make Nakatani uniquely dangerous compared to other fighters in the division. Atlas has also emphasized that Nakatani's ability to control distance and fight both inside and outside could seriously trouble Inoue's rhythm.
Struck me, I know this was a very brief workout, but his speed, I know that Inoue is known for being very fast, but the fact that Nakatani is also lightning quick and coming from a southpaw stance that has given Inoue some problems, are those advantages along with his youth that you're looking to play upon in this fight?
I'm looking at for Junto to react. So whatever Inoue does in the ring, react, and the timing is everything. And I believe Inoue to be the greatest fighter in the world right now, and we have our hands full. There's a reason why he may be the favorite, and there's also a reason as to why he is the #1 in my book fighter in the world. Not to take nothing away from Usyk or Crawford, it's just that Inoue is fighting more consistent, and he fights more times a year than those other two mentioned fighters, which are great fighters.
Teddy Atlas has also acknowledged Naoya Inoue's strengths, calling him a complete fighter with a rare combination of speed, power, intelligence, and controlled aggression. He believes Inoue's ability to adapt during fights makes him one of the most dangerous pound-for-pound fighters in the world today.
26 had some big fights, obviously, for you, getting back to a world champion and whatnot, but you've been in there with Naoya Inoue, your brother's been in there with Nakatani. Inoue versus Nakatani 2026. If there's two blokes that could speak on that fight, it's you two. Who wins that, and do you see that fight even going ahead next year?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it will go ahead because there's such big demand for it. Everyone's talking about it, everyone wants to see it, and it's a cracking matchup. I think Inoue wins, but Nakatani's the guy that presents a real awkward style. He's long levers, southpaw. It's a tough style to deal with, and everyone wants to see how Inoue goes. But I expect Inoue to win the fight, but it's a cracker.
Boxing analyst Paulie Malignaggi has stated that a fight between Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani would be the biggest possible matchup for both fighters. He described it as a defining career moment for each athlete. Malignaggi believes their undefeated records, elite skill levels, and championship status make this a true legacy fight that could elevate the winner into boxing history.
If anyone could upset the apple cart, I think it would be Nakatani. I don't think Inoue and his people should. I'm not saying they shouldn't fight him at the right time, but that's the kind of fight you don't jump, because that could upset the apple cart. He's that good. I'm not saying he beats Inoue. I ain't going against Inoue, but I'm saying that that's a big risk.
You got me really excited talking about the potential of the Inoue fight. Obviously, Nakatani still at 118 pounds. Inoue, the king, at 122 pounds. So, yeah, maybe you're right, and maybe that's what we see.